guys, good morning. Welcome to a new vlog. I'm not sure whether this vlog will be a weekly vlog or just like a days in my life kind of vlog. I'm not sure how long it will be, but nevertheless, I'm bringing you guys along with me in my life. Still here in Fukuoka, Japan. I think that the focus of this vlog is probably going to be me trying not to freak out because I have many things to do and very little time. Let me just walk you through what we're going to be working towards this week because we have a lot to go through. Alright, so first off guys, work-wise this week, so that you also know what I'm working on like in the background, because I have a lot going on at the moment, like a lot cooking. First off, I have a very big assignment for my consulting job, legal consulting job, which I probably need to finish before the end of this week, maybe even like within tomorrow, because my client wants it, you know, before the end of January. So the end of January is literally this Friday, so I really need to like get on with it. On that project, I'm probably 70% done. Then in terms of coaching sessions, this week I have 7. I have 7 coaching sessions this week. 2 today, so you'll see me do that later. That's gonna be it for this week. I'm very excited to meet actually 2 of you guys because I think, I have 2 new clients this week that I'm going to meet, so I'm very excited about that. Then in terms of content creation for Instagram, I really want to get out a few book reviews on my page, so I'm gonna be taking care of this as soon as possible this week so that it's out of the way. Book 200 and book 202, which were respectively so Kokoro by Natsume Soseki and then Hakase no Ai shita Suishiki by Ogawa Yoko, which I need to give you my book reviews for. And then for YouTube, I have a huge video that I need to edit. It's filmed already, so now it is in post-production phase, and it is basically my reading log for 2024 of the 87 books I have read in Japanese in 2024. And so you can imagine that this is a huge video because I basically talked about every single book that I have read last year in that video. So I have, I think, nearly 2 hours of footage that I need to cut the hell out of because there is no way I upload a video that is 2 hours long. This is going to take me probably the most amount of hours this week. I'm looking at 15 to 20 hours of editing just for that video, and if I can make it to this Saturday, that would be amazing. But this year I decided that I would not put that kind of pressure on myself. I want to produce quality content this year on my channel, so it doesn't really matter how long it takes me to edit and then to upload. I won't really follow such a tight uploading schedule this year like I did last year because I uploaded every single Saturday, at least last year. Guys, actually, I'm editing this now and I'm realizing that there is one video that I haven't talked about that also needed to be edited and uploaded on the channel, and it was a vlog, and it was the first vlog of the year. I didn't mention it like in the clip you just watched just because I had literally like abandoned the idea of editing this vlog, and I almost deleted all of the footage for it because I had filmed it quite a while back and I had lost touch with it. Anyway, Future Ailey is now out. Now for my studying. First off, for my linguistics courses, I actually will be finishing my Miracles of Human Language course this week because I only have like the last part of the last module to go through, the required readings, then some video lectures, and then the assignment. So I don't think it will take me long. I'll probably do that like one morning during this week if I can. And then I also have my Chinese lesson that I need to attend on Thursday. Yes, with my tutor. And then regarding what's on my list for this week, for Japanese, I want to draft the second essay of the year that I want to draft, so a short dissertation, shoronbun in Japanese. Then I want to keep going through my non-fiction book, the one I'm reading at the moment, which is about education through the lens of economics research. So that's really, really interesting. Then I put on my list vocab notes, which I meant as vocab notes that I would take from either my book, my non-fiction book, or the listening immersion resources that I'm going to watch this week. And then I wrote down N1 resource, which is my Yoku Wakaru N1 Dokkai book, which you see on the screen right now, which I'm going through at the moment. So if I can sit down with that textbook, I'll be happy. Then for Chinese, so I have my lesson, like I said. I also want to go through my HSK3 textbook. I also want to actually do some revisions. I'm revising my notes that I'd taken from my NHK Newmon textbook a while back, which I'd finished last year, and then my Hajimete no Chugoku Bunpo exercise book, which I also finished last year, but I'm going through my notes again just to refresh my memory on some grammar aspects, sentence structure, rules, because the last thing I have on my list is also to do some writing practice this week, which I've pretty much done consistently since the beginning of this year, 2025. Every week I've done some writing practice in Chinese because I'm working my way up to being able to write like few sentences like strung together, which at the moment I'm completely unable to do. So that's my main goal. This January I really focused on, bringing myself up to that level because that's one of my main goals for this year with Chinese. So that's it for like the main study goals that I have for my 2 languages this week for my language study. But then on top of that, I also have my challenge goals to go through. So each week I want to do listening practice at least 3 times in Japanese. Then I also want to do the same for Chinese, so 3 times a week. And then, last but not least, I also want to spend some time on the Hello Chinese app 3 times per week. All of those 3 challenge goals I've been able to complete so far since the beginning of January. So far so good, it's going well, and I can see huge improvements already, and I'll see you later. I know it looks like I haven't budged at all since the last clip you saw, but actually it's been 5 hours. It's already 2 p.m. and I'm taking a break from my consulting task, which I will continue tomorrow and hopefully finish, cross fingers, tomorrow, so that I'm done with it. I can send it to my clients and they're happy. But yeah, now I just need to like take a break. I've been looking at my computer like this, drafting a contract that's like awfully long. And actually very recently I have found a new way to clear my head and just like relax, and it is the Nintendo Switch Sports game, and on that specifically the golf game, and I just like to practice by myself. Playing golf is just for me, and it's really, really helpful to clear my head, so I recommend. This is where we're at right now, and as you can see I'm gonna play by myself in 9 holes because yesterday I did 18 and it was a lot actually. That's me, guys. I'm gonna play some golf right now, and I will probably study afterwards before I have to go to my coaching session later because it starts at 4 p.m. Well, I have 2 coaching sessions, but they start at 4 p.m. Gonna play now. And now I think I'm in the mood for some Chinese studying, so I'm not going to let this go away, and I'm going to actually do some proper active studying for Chinese. Here's my notebook, my Chinese study notebook, and I'm gonna be studying with my HSK3 textbook right here. I'm already quite advanced in the textbook. I'm already on unit 15, so today I'm gonna cover unit 15. That's what it's about. If any of you are wondering, this is a Japanese textbook for Chinese studying, and so you've got the lesson. And what's really nice is that with this textbook you actually have audio with it. There's an app that comes with it, and as you can see I've got the audio downloaded already on my iPad, and I'm in part 6 already, and this is unit 15. So what's really nice is that you have the audio of title of each section, and then they just pronounce all of the example sentences, and so that's the lesson part of the unit. And then you've got the exercise part, so you've got 3 types of questions, and then you've got the corrections right here. But yeah, this is originally for Japanese learners, in fact.
尊厳文と動詞の重ね方。
河上有一条小河。
川に一艘の小舟があります。一応節の多い。
河里游着一种黄色的小鱼。
河里。
路上。
And we're done, guys. I made a few mistakes and I took notes here of the mistakes that I made. So anyway, I'm done with my study session for Chinese right now. So I still have about an hour before my coaching sessions later today. So I think I'm probably going to edit for a little while and then relax reading my book, probably my Japanese book. And I'll see you later or tomorrow, guys. On Tuesday, I started the day at the cafe with my husband and I actually read for around 2 hours. I was reading my Japanese book Ahiru by Imamura Natsuko, which I was really enjoying. And then when I got home, I actually spent quite a few hours editing my video, followed by Chinese listening immersion session, which was really helpful. Then after lunch we went on a little walk. It was pouring down with rain in Fukuoka. And then after a lot more editing for YouTube, I actually spent the rest of the day reading my book, Klara and the Sun by the amazing Kazuo Ishiguro. Well, I started my Wednesday on an absolute roll because as soon as I woke up, I was motivated to start studying Japanese. So I took out my current textbook and I just studied for more than an hour actually. And it was still too early to go to the cafe after that because the cafe wasn't open yet. So I did all of that before 9 a.m. It was an amazing session. I learned so much and I was super pumped to go to the cafe afterwards and just relax reading my books. I started by continuing to read my Ahiru book from Imamura Natsuko, and then once I was done reading a little bit of that book, I went on to my second book, which was Kohi ga Lame na uchi ni, a book that I had almost put on my did not finish pile, but I figured that since I was already past the halfway mark in that book, I would just finish reading it, and so I read a little bit of that one before I moved on to reading my English book. Hi guys, good morning. It is still the morning and happy Wednesday. It's the middle of the week already and my only goal for today, I'm gonna keep it simple, and my only goal for today is gonna be to study and read, which I have done since this morning. Basically, since I woke up, I've been studying and reading. But other than that, I have two other goals, one of which is to finish editing my previous vlog and then upload it on the channel before this evening. And then I also need to get on with my consulting task because it is still not done. I still need to go through about like 4 to 5 hours of work. So hopefully I finish it by the end of today.
Simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different kinds. We'll try to take it one by one, baby, one by one. Too many problems, I'm already lost, yeah. My baby, I do. I miss you too many nights. I miss your colorful lights. I think I love you too much. I miss your blue bag.
Guys, let me update my weekly study list here because I've actually done my study session with my N1 resource here, which was my Yoku Wakaru N1 Dokkai book, which I studied with this morning. So this is done and my list is now updated. And so guys, it's 3 p.m. right now and I'm done with the editing and the uploading of my new vlog on the channel, which is the last vlog that you guys saw on the channel. So now it's time for for me to get on with my consulting task and hopefully finish the project that I was assigned by today, if I'm lucky, because I think that I have like 10% left. If I'm lucky, I can finish it by today. I'll push through it though, so that means that I'm going to really like focus on it. So I'll probably like talk to you guys either later today if I do some studying, if I still have got some energy left, but otherwise I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Hi guys, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's still very early. It's actually only 9 a.m. Ki-chan is enjoying herself in the sun right now, in the sunlight. So I was doing my listening immersion practice for Japanese. That was a very, very interesting video comparing the education system in the US to what's happening in Japan. And I was very happy to see that I could basically understand 100% of this, minus, I think, a total of 4 words that I had to look up, 1 expression, and then 3 other words that I'm putting on the screen right now. And yeah, like I said, very interesting video. So I'm happy that I started the day with this because that was definitely a success. Actually, later I will have my Chinese lesson online with my tutor on Cafe Talk at 10:30. So from now until I have my lesson, I'm actually going to edit because if you guys remember what I told you on Monday, I have a big video to edit, which is my reading recap of 2024. So I'm not gonna stop because I already started, but I'm gonna continue doing that now. And I'll see you later, guys, when I start my lesson. Le bébé. Petit cœur.
早上好，阿里。
早上好，新年快乐！
新年快乐！对对对，今天是
非常的也是热出油出的，超级好看。但用完了之后，你有一种皮肤和毛孔非常干净、清透的感觉。
Guys, so just a little update. What's going on with my hair? Just a little update, like after having had my lesson this morning and now after having done some listening immersion in Chinese, as you saw, I can tell you guys that I see a huge improvement suddenly in my comprehension of the language. I'm more comfortable with the language for some reason. I improved like kind of overnight, which is a bit weird, but that's really what I'm experiencing. And I know it's a thing, you know, that I've got some sort of like breakthrough with the language suddenly, because I've also got the same kind of experience with Japanese, like back in 2020. It also happened to me like somehow overnight, and one day I woke up and I could make sense of the sentences that I was listening to in Japanese. So I know it's a thing and it's now happening to me in Chinese, so I am the happiest. My lesson was amazing, and what we started introducing from today is really making a difference. So I'm guessing that's where my breakthrough is coming from, because essentially what I've done is I have been going through like some level tests from my HSK 3 textbook right here and going through the questions there. There were some answers on which I wasn't very clear myself, you know, and I made some mistakes obviously in the level tests. I put those questions into words, like really asking myself, you know, what I didn't understand from the question first and then from the answers that were given in the textbook. And I collected all of those questions and I sent them to my tutor. And today we started discussing these because she had the time. She's wonderful. She had the time to prepare original material for us to go through each of my questions and for her to explain to me what was the point, you know, the grammar point or the sentence structure point or the vocab point, whatever, like what I didn't understand in the first place. And because we've started doing that, you know, today's session was, I feel like, exceptionally useful, and so we're definitely going to continue doing that. It just works like a charm. I'm so happy, you guys. Right now I've got this burst of motivation to like just continue studying Chinese, but it's already 1 p.m. and I really need to go back to my editing, guys, because this video is gonna be the death of me. I've already spent 2 hours this morning editing it, and I'm just at like the first 5% of the video is gonna take me ages to edit.
2,000 years later.
そうだね。
日本と一番違う感じじゃん。
ああ、まあそうだね。あ、私行ったことないね。まだだよ。確かになんか印象に残るって感じ。あんまり歩けないイメージあった。
あ、ほぼ歩き、逆に。
Don't know how I can explain 하루 종일 네 생각에 간절해 낯설어 나 왜 이런 걸까 You're the cure to all my pains 널 좋아하나 봐 널 사랑하나 봐 이제는 더 이상은 숨길 수 없잖아 내일 더 안아줄 거야 안아줄 거야 We're meant to be you can't deny it all
Happy Friday, guys. How are you doing? I'm not feeling super well today myself, so as you saw, I was taking the morning a bit slow today, and I just started the day with some language study so that I wouldn't start with something strong this morning. And actually, it was pretty effective. So now I have a lot of motivation, actually, a lot more than this morning, to get on with my consulting job task and hopefully get it done by today. That's my aim for today. And apart from this, I think the only other objective I have will be to continue with my editing of the big video I'm working on. But other than that, really nothing much. I can't wait to be done with it, so let me get on with it and I'll talk to you later, guys. Oh my god, I look so tired. Well, I also feel very tired, guys. I am very happy though, because I'm actually done with my big task for my consulting job, so I'm very happy about it. But it is already 6 p.m. I mean, I finished my task at like 4:30 and... Hey, baby. I finished my task at like 4:30 and then I was just like reading. I went outside, I went to the bookstore just to relax a little bit, and then I was just like reading the entire time. And I'm about to just edit my video for a little while. I don't think I'll pick up the camera again tonight, so I will probably see you again tomorrow, guys.
それ聞き飽きた。
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite.
Hi guys! Happy Saturday and also happy February, because today is the 1st of February. I know it's crazy, it's already February. I don't even know where January has gone. Every single year is the same. I'm making a third coffee for myself right now. And I just wanted to quickly tell you guys that earlier I actually finished reading Ahiru by Imamura Natsuko, and I absolutely loved it. In fact, I had also taken with me コーヒーが冷めないうちに, second book I'm reading in Japanese at the moment, and I actually meant to read some of that book at the cafe this morning, but I was so into Ahiru that I eventually just read the entire second half of Ahiru this morning, and I didn't even do anything else. I just focused on the book and I read for 2 hours straight. You know, it's very difficult for me to describe this book. I'm tempted to say that this is literary fiction because it's really not connected to any genre in particular, and sometimes you almost think that you're reading magical realism, and then some other times it goes into almost a horror style, and then psychological thriller as well. It's just very weird writing, but at the same time it's exactly the kind of thing that I really, really like, because I like being surprised. I like not knowing what's happening next and where the author is taking me with their story. So I love it. And it's also the kind of feeling I got when I was reading むらさきのスカートの女 by the same author. So now that I've read those two books and I've rated them, a high 4-star rating, almost 5-star rating, I am definitely going to read more by this author. And so I've got the list of all of her books published to date, and I'm just gonna, work my way through this entire list because I am a fan, that's for sure. So anyway, you guys, now that I've read to my heart's content this morning, I am now ready to get on with my day and actually to work, because Saturdays are working days for me. As a freelancer, I've got a lot of coaching sessions today, and I still need to continue editing the video that I was editing this week, my reading log for 2024. Ideally, I would need to at least finish half of the remaining part of that editing, and I think that probably I'll have a break in the middle of this afternoon, during which I will probably do some Chinese. I don't know what I will be motivated to do at that point, so I will talk to you later and we'll see together what I end up doing. You okay, baby? What are you doing? Petit chat? Petit chaton. I just had a very useful and interesting session on Hello Chinese. And right now, because I'm in the mood to study Chinese, I'm gonna have my writing practice session. And today, what I'm going to ask ChatGPT is basically to give me sentences in English that I should be able to translate or just say in Chinese at my level. So I'm just gonna ask for that, and I'm gonna use my iPad right here and then write down those sentences and then ask ChatGPT to correct me. I think it's gonna be a nice way for me to basically revise a lot of things, because it seems when you're at this kind of level, lower intermediate to intermediate, you kind of think that you know a lot of things, when in reality, when you try and make your own sentences, turns out you don't really know a lot. So that's exactly what I'm going to work on this afternoon. So for Japanese, I have read a bit of my non-fiction book, 科学的根拠の子育て, and then thanks to that, I've also taken some vocab notes from that book, which was my intention. So that's also completed. For Chinese, I've got my lesson, so this is done. I just did my writing practice, so this is also completed. So I guess that tomorrow I'll be left with my revisions for Chinese and then the draft of my essay number 2 for Japanese, essay number 2 of the year. Alright, so that's gonna be it for today, and I will see you tomorrow, guys. I I started my Sunday by going through Module 6 of my Linguistics course. I went through the last required readings and the assignments, and then I started reading a new book in English, The Silent Patient, since I had already finished reading Klara and the Sun, which by the way was absolutely a 5-star rating for me, of course. I also briefly started reading妊娠カレンダー by 小川洋子, and then once I was done reading, I actually wrote for quite a while, which I didn't film, and to decompress afterwards we went to the bookstore, of course. Hi guys, time is flying by and it's already 3 p.m. But I had a very good momentum at the cafe this morning, so I could read and write quite successfully. And so I don't want to lose this momentum and I want to continue using it. And so because I was writing, so this morning I was writing for a fiction project of mine, so something entirely different. That's why I didn't film, because it's not studying, it's just my personal project. Maybe I'll talk to you about it in a future vlog, we'll see. But in any case, I was still writing, even though it was fiction, I was still writing. So I have this good momentum of like, so I want to, shift my focus onto non-fiction writing and write as much as I can of my Japanese essay right now, my essay number 2. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and I don't think I'll do it for long. I'll take my essay document. I have my sources. My sources are all collected, and I've started taking some notes from those sources last week. And also I've got the structure of my essay down. So now I just need to write this dissertation on second language acquisition. And okay, so I've already written the introduction and also the first part of the first part. So, part 1.1. So I just need to continue writing that, and I think that's what I'm going to focus on. And the first part of my dissertation is actually a recap of the theoretical framework of the motivational factor within second language acquisition research. So I'm just going to continue writing that part, and I will talk to you afterwards, guys. Well, you guys know what time it is. It's time to end the vlog here, because I am done with my whole studying for the week. I'm also done with my work, except for this huge YouTube video that I was editing for the whole week. Apart from that, I'm pretty much done with everything, and I was just doing my Hello Chinese session, as you can see right here. And it went super well. I also took some time to revise a lot of the stuff that I needed to revise, actually. So that's also completed, and I'm going to mark it as done in my study journal. But I will end the vlog here, since it's already almost 6 p.m. on a Sunday and I'm about to call my parents, as I do every 2 weeks, in fact. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that it gave you lots of insights and motivation as usual. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or just to let me know that you enjoyed the vlog if you did. And as for me, I will see you in my next video on the channel. それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバイ。またね。